Alright everyone, welcome back to the second session for our online learning today. So for this last session, we are going to study the blueprint for lesson, which is the active review. So in this video, we are not going to learn something new regarding to vocabulary or the grammar point, but we will take time to look back to what we have learned so far from this unit. So these active review are from page 86. So in this video, you are going to be able to review some key vocabulary as well as the key grammar point that we have covered in this unit. So without any further ado, let's look at this practice. So here is the conversation between a receptionist and a customer. If you look at the picture, you can see that this conversation takes place through a telephone, right? So the customer may make a phone call and ask information about the service at salon, right? So this conversation, they extracted a few vocabulary. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, right? 12 vocabularies from this conversation. Your job is to listen to this conversation and try to fill in this vocabulary from the box to the missing part in this conversation. My question, everyone, if I am not going to play the type script, can you still able to complete the sentences below? Because it is very easy. You only need three things to do so. The first one, if you understand the meaning of the word and the meaning of the sentences, it's easy for you to complete the sentence. The second one, if you cannot figure out the meaning, you can look at the structure of the sentence, because we have the word noun, we have passive form, we have the word if, right? So you need to identify the structure of the sentence and find where to complete all these words. And the last one, you should try to guess. Try to complete what you know first, and the last part, just guess it, okay? So without any further ado, I will play the type script for you, and please listen carefully and try to complete this information in your books, and make sure you can take a photo of your work and send to your teacher to make sure that you have done this. Alright, so without any further ado, let's listen to this conversation.
Track 46. Jane's Hair and Nail Salon. How may I help you?
Hi, I need to make an appointment for a manicure. And you do pedicures too, don't you?
Yes, we do. In fact, if you do both, you get a 20% discount. When can you come in? We have nail appointment times available Friday afternoon.
I could come on Friday, but can you tell me how long it will take? I need to be home by 6.
Oh, haven't you had a mani-pedi before?
No, this is my first time.
Well, before your nails are painted, you get a hand, arm, and foot massage. Then it takes a while for the nail polish to dry. If you come by 4, you'll be done by 5:30.
If I come in earlier, I can get a haircut too, right?
We only have one hairstylist working on Friday. I don't know what time he starts, but I'll check. Could you call back in 10 minutes?
Sure, no problem.
Okay, so that's the end of the conversation. If you look closely to the language structure those people use in this conversation, can you find conditional sentence, everyone? They use the conditional sentence in their conversation. Alright, so if you look here, if I come in earlier, I can get a haircut too. So what type of conditional sentence is this? You should try to find the answer by yourself. Okay, they also use the take question. right? The take question here, and you do pretty sure too, and then they have the question mark here. It show that this is the question take. Okay, so what you have learned from the lesson, as you can see, they apply in everyday use of the language right here. So you can use conditional sentence, you can use take question in your conversations. All right, now let's check the answer all together. So the receptionist, Jane's Hair and Nail Salon. How may I help you? Hi, I need to make an appointment for a manicure, and you do a pedicure too, don't you? Yes, we do. In fact, okay, if you do both, you get a 20% discount, which is the conditional sentence. When can you come in? We have nail appointment time available Friday afternoon. Sorry. So the customer say, I could come on Friday, but can you tell me, okay, how long it will take? I need to be home by 6 o'clock. Oh, haven't you had a manicure before? So this one is the negative question. No, this is my first time. Well, before your nail are painted, which is the passive form, you get a hand, arm, and foot massage. Then it takes a while for the nail polish to dry. If you come by 4 o'clock, okay, you will be done by 5:30, which is also the conditional sentence. If I come in earlier, I can get a haircut too, right? We only have one, it's supposed to be people here, hairstylist working on Friday. I don't know what time he starts, but I'll check. Could you call back in 10 minutes? Sure, no problem. All right, so this one is the correct answer. So the second one is the quick grammar review. I think you have seen this part before in another video, but I would like to draw your attention to this again and again because it is very important, and I would like to remind you that by just be able to identify the type of sentence right here is important, right? But more important than that is to understand why they use this type of sentence. All right, so let's start with number one, which is zero conditional. To identify which sentence is the zero conditional sentence, you need to understand the form, right? So zero conditional, if plus present tense plus present tense. So here it's supposed to be letter D. If people don't brush their teeth, they get cavity. So zero conditional, they talk about facts, okay, the facts. So the second one is take question. It's appear at the end of the sentence to ask for confirmation, to show the surprise, right? So take question here is this. If the sentence is the positive sentence, the take question is supposed to be negative, which means the opposite. Number three, reported speech. Here, Clara asked how much the capsule cost. He told me he had a cold. So it's supposed to be letter B, okay? And the first conditional, it talk about the future possibility. So here we have the future form here. Will look terrible. And the last one is the content clause. So content clause, it's similar to the reported speech that you reported the question into a statement. You can report the yes no question and the WA or the information question into the statement. So here letter A, Clara asked how much the capsule costs. Okay, so the important thing about these tenses, first, you need to be able to identify the form of the sentence. The second one, you need to find a way to remember why they use all of this structure. Why they use zero conditional? in what way that you can use first conditional and how to use reported speech. Alright, so everyone, seems like we have achieved our objective today, and that's it for our today lesson. Thank you very much for paying attention, watching this video lesson until the end. So everyone, right now, thank you very much. Goodbye.